What's up, guys? So I went to the Kentucky Kingdom reopening for the 2026 season. Just kind of walked through the park and just got some footage of a lot of the new rides that are opening. The Flying Fox ride is not yet open. It's opening May 28th. That ride is looking pretty good compared to some of the other roller coasters at the park, and kind of compared to, like, other regional parks like Dollywood. This is starting to look like it's more on par to something like that. So as you see, the color scheme is green. The Storm Chaser in the back has a little bit of like a reddish orange tint. I guess that's why they chose not to go with orange for the ride. Honestly, it would probably been pretty good to have orange because of the fox, but no big deal. This inverted roller coaster is looking pretty good. I'm looking forward to riding it when it opens May 28th. Some of the restaurants and shops were closed right when I got there, but I didn't try any, but I've tried them before in recent years. Uh, Now, if you go around the corner there, there's a big kiddie section of, like, little kid rides. This is going to be really good for all of your families. There's so many rides, so many like little rides that people can do. Most of them are like kind of like go around in circle, spin rides, but that's about all you can do for a little kid. Here's some shots of that. It's a really good family focused park now. You go around a little further, there's a Carnival Games section. They're restocked on so many, like, new stuffed animals. It's looking really good. The prices were like a little high, but I guess inflation was taking over on that part. But talked to some of the guys. One of the workers wanted to be in the YouTube video, so here he is.
Hello, you guys. My name is Dustin here, and today's first day of Kentucky Kingdom. We open today. Come check us out.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Right here is bumper cars. There's not too many like indoor attractions. Most things are outdoors. I wouldn't worry too much about all of that just because most things are shaded by trees. And then later in the video, you'll see some things in the back of the park where there is a lot more shade. Honestly, this building is kind of sad. It used to be a 5D movie theater. Now it is closed down. I think they're going to be tearing it down. Inside that little opening there was a shop. There's basically nothing in there, but next year I think it's going to be something new. Here's the amphitheater. It is pretty cool, like just the seating. You can see a lot from any angle. They're going to be having like bike shows. I don't know if it's motocross or bicycle, BMX, but those shows are going to be running 2 or 3 times a day. So most of the rides in the park are either roller coasters or like kid little friendly rides. This is probably one of the most extreme rides in the park. It may not be that crazy to you, but honestly for me, I probably would never ride this. Let me know in the comments if you would ever ride this, or if it's not extreme enough. Maybe the park needs more rides like this. But I'll let it play out for a second. You can watch it and let me know what you think about this type of ride.
Three times and family fun are the mix. Enough of it here on Kingdom Radio.
Carry on to the back side of the park. This is where the water park is. I'm going over the bridge, which goes over the road. You can go to the right, where there's like a traffic guard, but I'm going over this way just to show you what the Ferris wheel in the water park looks like. You just keep going, and it goes right to the wave pool. So as you see, you keep going down the path, and you go right to the wave pool. It's obviously closed, like I said, but the water park's pretty big. It's probably, honestly, as far as acreage, bigger than the other part of the park, but it's just ready to go, about 2 weeks away. The park is kind of weird just because of the layout, and like it's at the fairgrounds and there's an airport nearby, but this is honestly probably the tallest thing at the entire park. You can get some really good sights of the whole park up there at the top. So if you keep going to the left and looping around, there's a pathway that goes you down by another restaurant. It's kind of swamp themed. It's nice. They have burgers and chicken. It's really nice. It used to be, when it was Six Flags, this swampy area was filled in more with water. Let me know if you guys ever been to this park when it used to be Six Flags years ago. Originally in the 90s, and before that, it was actually still Kentucky Kingdom, but then it switched over to Six Flags, and then it went back to Kentucky Kingdom after a few years. This is probably my more favorite restaurant of the whole park, just because it's themed better, and there's a little bit of nostalgia there for me. So we finally made it. This is the Discovery Meadow section. The flowers and landscaping is really well done back here. Props to them. There's a lot of like kid rides. Again, kid-focused family park. Right here is the carousel, Really nice. The music wasn't playing for the carousel, which is like the ambiance of having the music is nice. So I don't know what was going on with that, but it was opening day. Yeah, as you see right here, they've thrown in so many little small rides like this, which really helps with capacity. You can get a glimpse into the tornado water ride right there. This shows you how close everything is. But again, the landscaping is amazing. I like this little themed area. There's a rope swing right there. If you remember Six Flags, they used to have this ride called like the shoe ride. At least that's what I called it. Now they rethemed it to this. Really nice paint jobs on most rides. So everything looks kind of fresh, even though this ride has probably been around for over 30 years. I'm going to film a little bit of the roller coaster here, but this is probably your lowest height level for kids to ride a roller coaster. All the other ones are, you have to be a little bit taller. I think the height requirement for this is probably closer to 40 inches. But if you know Disney, Barnstormer is a roller coaster at Magic Kingdom. I think that one's like 35 inches. So this is a great starter roller coaster for your kids. So here's Cumberland Express. It's a little train ride. I think the weight limit's like 225 max capacity per person. So most adults can ride it, but it's more for like kids. It's really small. Here's a water ride. It was open surprisingly. It was only like 75 degrees, but I didn't see anybody riding it. But it's pretty cool, and they put the pirate ship right there next to it. So that's a nice little touch to the park. They used to be in the front of the park, so really nice little section. Here is the Happy Hollow section. I think this is brand new this year, but it's like a turf kid play area. I made another video about it, but essentially it's turf kid-friendly objects to climb on, and then it's shaded. It has a nice mural, and the best part, there's fans. So as the summer gets hot, there's going to be a lot of people probably packing this place just because they're trying to stay cool when you're not in the water park. But this is really nice. A lot of parks don't have something like this, and as you see, this is a very mature park, so there's a lot of like really big trees that give a lot of shade to this section. So in Discovery Meadow, there's two roller coasters. There's Wind Chaser and Woodland Run. One is a metal roller coaster, one's more of a wooden roller coaster. Both really fast rides. The only thing I wish this park had more of, or at least one roller coaster that was a loop or more inverted, like going upside down or twist. These rides, they don't really go fully upside down. There's a couple of banks where it goes to the side, but honestly, they're good roller coasters. They're fast. I think they've done some repairs on them, so they're not as rough as they used to be. But this path right here goes to the water park, but it was closed. This is the only store I went into. It looks like a lot of like cheaper, like kind of generic merchandise, but honestly, for a medium-sized park like this, it's not too bad. But that pretty much wraps up my day at the Kentucky Kingdom. I'll probably be back doing more of the water park and roller coasters and other videos. But leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you for tuning in.